Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Skeleton Key Tarot and this is a tarot card reading for Gemini. Let's begin. So immediately I see that something about your perspective has got to change. You're obsessed with something here. You're much too focused. There could be an addiction. You could be addicted to anything really. If it becomes this fixation that is distracting you from living a healthy life, if you're much too focused on one thing at the expense of other things going on, then it's time to make a change. The cards with the Hanged Man, the Devil, the Empress being here are telling me, first of all, that there's nothing you can do. You've done all that you can, perhaps, in a situation, and you have to let it go in order to see things differently. If you're going to make change, if you're going to move forward in a situation and get yourself unstuck and get to a better place, then yeah, you're going to have to let it go to see things differently. But in letting it go, once you realize you can't do anything, you immediately begin the process of becoming liberated from this obsession, this trap that you're in, possibly to do with a woman. This Empress being here, she's a female. She's like the divine feminine. She is very beautiful and loving and caring. And it could be a mother or mother figure. Doesn't have to be. But she could also be kind of lazy, and, you know, it depends on if she's in a good place or not. With the Devil being next to her, she could just be a Capricorn. We've also got water signs here. But this is somebody who could be kind of indolent and carefree, but also very, on the other hand, very nurturing, loving, kind, compassionate, very motherly. Yeah, like I said, mother figure. And this is somebody who could be in your family or very close circle of friends, a romantic partner. Could be you in your divine femininity, realizing your strength, your value as a woman. This asks you, like, who is a very prominent woman in your life? Is this what you're obsessed with? Are you obsessed with this female? Are you obsessing over this kind of femininity or this love that you have for somebody who you want to share this emotion with? There could also be like a third party influence here. I do have 3 and 3, okay? So the number 33 could be important, but there's some kind of conflict here, and you're going to have to get this straightened out. Yeah, trapped perhaps in this love relationship that's, you know, got outside influences interfering in this love relationship that you can't seem to get out of. Okay, there's also somebody here that you can confide in. There's this water sign male, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or you could have this in your chart somewhere. It could be related to your sign of Venus. Coming out under the Hanged Man. So this is about your own emotional maturity. This is about even like understanding yourself and others, being very compassionate in the way that you approach this situation. The Scorpio, okay, the Death card being here, you're going to have to let something go. Again, you have to let it go so that you can change and transform the situation into something better and reach this new milestone perhaps that you'd like to get to. So you could be dealing with a water sign, okay, and you got to let some things go. You can't be clinging to the past. There's something you're clinging to, and it's preventing you from moving on and taking perhaps this relationship to the next level, if that's something you want to do. It could also signify a change in your home environment as well. Scorpio energy. Something has to dissolve in order for something else to manifest. Something has to end before something else can begin. That just makes sense. There's this idea of completion here, of needing to be set free and looking forward to a time where you can get free from these restrictive, competitive, fighting energies, this conflict here. What is causing this conflict for you, Gemini? Okay, yeah, things are changing, all right? Changing for the better, actually. Yeah, okay, this, when you start to see things from a more emotionally mature perspective, or you get in touch with how you really feel, this compassionate, sympathetic energy means to you. You start to transform. Something comes to an end, something else begins, and it's a change for the better. You can build upon what's already been established, or you can go in a new direction where you're vibrating at a whole new level. This one. Yeah, independent, free, financially independent, and single even. Okay, and so you need to come to some kind of a compromise here, some kind of a balance, some kind of a truce. And it doesn't mean that you are necessarily at peace, okay? It just means that on the surface, things are calm and you have a chance to be, you know, what I'm trying to say. So it gives the right sort of environment for peace, to give peace a chance, you know, to have this calm, for things to just settle down, get comfortable, find a compromise, a sort of win-win situation where you can be at peace within yourself, knowing that you've done everything that you can to bring about the best possible outcome in this situation. I see something ending with this water sign because there's just been too much fighting. And, you know, this could also be like a party, okay? These people could just be getting really rowdy, like drinking and getting all turned up, and this just maybe having a baby or maybe becoming a mother or something like that is changing you, and so you can't continue to do those things that you used to do anymore because things are changing. Let's get some Oracle of the Radiant Sun for you. So you can trust that whatever happens in this situation is for your best and highest good. When you let something go, you start to master your own life. You get a handle on some of these perhaps excessive drinking, addiction that's been causing conflict here. You know, somebody is really good at handling themselves, and somebody's being very diplomatic and helping this transformation take place. So you've got romance and you've got flirtation. Okay, this is good. You want some romance and flirtation. That's beautiful. Yeah, there could be somebody that you are getting involved with and like fulfillment. Yeah, feeling very fulfilled in this relationship. So yeah, if there's exaltation. Okay, so if there's somebody in your life, maybe this Scorpio or this Capricorn, it doesn't have to be, somebody that's coming in that's going to be very emotionally mature and very compassionate person who is very understanding of you is actually going to probably change your life and lead to a very fulfilling outcome where you could possibly get married and change from being single to no longer being single, maybe even having a baby together. I see this relationship working out. This is actually really, really good. You might even meet each other at a party, but it's important for you to be at peace within yourself. Yeah, and to be very stable and grounded within yourself so that you can really build a life together, being in the right place at the right time, giving freely of yourself, receiving the same back, you know, reciprocation. All right. Yeah, the Tower and the Ace of Cups. It's like you maybe don't see this coming. You don't expect to fall in love with this person. There might be some conflict around it, but I just see this as being kind of shocking. Like maybe they're not your usual type and they go out of their way or you go out of your way to get involved with this person, and it's beautiful. This is inspiring. This inspires you to change and to heal and to do so much better than you've ever done before. Yeah, there's okay, well. Ooh, I don't like how it's turned out though, okay? Because there's some futility, there's some interference, and there's some fighting and strife going on here. So it's like you want to have this beautiful, fulfilling, romantic, flirtatious relationship, but there's conflict surrounding this. There's some kind of dishonesty, and you're being challenged here. There's interference, and you're going to have to overcome a lot of obstacles. And maybe if that's not worth it for you, this is changing where you're going to be single. Like this could have been a good relationship that you were in the past, but maybe you're going to be single now, and that's what's coming to an end. Is this emotional stability, this long-lasting connection is changing, and you're going to be single. Something definitely has to change, though. You have to change your perspective. There's nothing more that you can do. I'm getting mixed messages here. As usual for Gemini, I get a lot of mixed messages. What does this even mean to you? Like, how is it that you can have this obsessive, flirtatious, romantic, fulfilling love relationship with somebody you're so devoted and so focused on, but at the same time, there's all of this conflict and interference and like all of this opposition at, are there other people around you who don't want to see the two of you together, and you have to be at peace within yourself when it comes to this, like finding a place of healing. It's like, how can you free yourself from this conflict? 5 of Wands twice. Excuse me. So that you can freely express how you feel. It's like, maybe you're in love with somebody, but you can't really be together because you're already in something else. Wow, excuse me. It's like you have such strong feelings, but there's so much else going on around you, and it's like you have to change things. Something has to end in order for this to happen, but it's like not that simple, and it's not that easy. So you're flirting, you're loving each other, it's really great. There could be Sagittarius or Taurus involved, or Leo, or Scorpio or Capricorn, like I said. And maybe, you have to be single for a while before this can even happen for you. Are you trapped in a relationship with somebody that you don't want to be with anymore, and you rather be with somebody else because there's all this competition, and you can't just leave, but you have to leave? Like, you have to trust that everything that happens is for the best and highest good of all involved, right? And if you're being called to change, maybe it's time for you to get ready to accept those changes and to say yes to this new life, letting certain things end so that you can make these changes, make these gains that you want to make in your life. But this seems like there's some kind of dishonesty here, and also like outside interference where everybody's coming at this from a different angle, and everybody has an opinion on what you're doing, and it seems like a lot of people disagree with you being in this relationship with whoever this might be for you. Let me get some Bluebird Lenormands. This might help us to clarify and confirm if this is your reading. Yeah, it's like you want to get married, or you want to take a relationship to the next level. You're ready for things to change, but there's such a high cost. You're not actually making any moves. You're stuck in something where you can't actually get out that easily. So there's a lot of fantasy and a lot of like daydreaming and thinking about it and like flirting. And I mean, if you're cheating, I don't know, there's a gentleman involved, okay, with the Ace of Cups. You could be a man, or you could be dealing with a man who's very emotionally intelligent, like I said, and he's held in high regard, and he's tried and true, and you really have a strong connection with him. He could have dark hair, doesn't have to be, but what is going on with this gentleman? The key, the inspiration unlocks the door. Number 33 again. So, and this is 8 of Pentacles, so it's like he wants to work on this together, or he's a hard worker, or you're really focused on this task at hand. You're very focused on this work. It says inspiration unlocks the door. Solutions are the key to success and more. Miracles and insight are easy to trace once the final piece tumbles into place. So there's something missing here, and you want to find that solution to the success that you could possibly have with this person. But it's like there's a lot that you have to do first. The Garden, number 20, 8 of Swords, again with this interference. The Garden's a treat, to a party you'll go, new friends will arrive, and romance may flow. Life's to be enjoyed with nature all around. In this verdant setting, beauty and peace abound. So it's like you want to, maybe you're being invited to go out to this party, and that's where you'll meet this person, or, you know, it'll help you enjoy yourself. Okay, yeah, there's a wedding here with the Sibylla. This is the Sibylla Oracle. This is the 5 of Cups. So there is a wedding, but there's also disappointment and uncertainty about how you feel, and you have to get really clear about it because it's trying to tell you something. Your emotions are trying to tell you something. This conflict is trying to show you something about yourself and about the love that you feel like you share with this person, and how it's, you know, it might be full of doubts and fears, and something is just really not right about it. So you're waiting, just like in the Hanged Man card. And this is also the 10 of Cups. So it's like you're waiting to feel better. You're waiting for somebody to come forward and meet you halfway. But it's like, okay, so there is a surprise coming in for you while you wait, which is like the 9 of Cups. Okay, that's good. That's like a wish fulfillment, some kind of, when you get very peaceful within yourself, very grounded and healed within yourself, you can find that blissful feeling where you can be happy alone, or you can enjoy spending time with others. And either way, you know, you're happy within yourself. So that's an important message. But there's some kind of weakness here. 8 of Swords again, 3 times, 888. But there is success. At the bottom of the deck, we have some success. Unleashing your creative potential, and, you know, so somebody might be sick. Maybe it's like health concerns interfering with this wedding, and you're waiting, and you might be surprised by the way that this turns out. It's a trip to the country on the split. Okay, so success, a trip to the country, number 33 again. 4 of Wands. Okay, so maybe taking a vacation, getting out of the usual 9 to 5 routine might be really good for you. Taking a break from it might help you reach, like maybe you need a vacation together, just the two of you, to take your relationship to the next level. So put down some of these burdens for a while and get back to what it is that you actually really enjoy about being together. Yeah, somebody's just maybe not well. Somebody might be kind of feeling sickly or under the weather, or their weaknesses, which may be like addiction can be a weakness, you know, it can be a hindrance, or this obsessive quality, or this like, yeah, something like that causing this weakness, this interference is being caused by somebody's weakness of character, or their actual body is not doing very well right now. Let me push all this up so that you can actually see it. Can you even see the cards? Oh my God. I really need to work on my setup, you guys. Thank you so much for having patience for me. I'll get it. I'll get it right one of these days. I'm still working on it. We're all working on it. So I'm going to get an affirmation from the Tarot Mirror of the Soul for the 8 of Swords, because it's come up so many times now. Interference, difficulty in making a choice. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's where the 4 of Swords was coming in, asking you to relax. So it says, I relax and I trust life. What alternatives are you torn between now? Relax and let things develop. I feel like that's to do with the Hanged Man as well. It's like there's nothing you can really do. All you can really do is relax and allow things to play out. There's a lot of conflict surrounding this love relationship, but I think if you just let things take their course, there is success here and a trip to the country. So maybe getting out of the city for a little while, or going on a vacation or something like that. will help you to get the clarity and the relaxation that you really need together. I don't know. Gemini, you are one of the most difficult signs to read for, I'm telling you. Whenever I do readings for Gemini, I start to get muddled, and it's really strange, actually. But anyway, maybe this makes sense for you in a way that I'm just not seeing. And all I can really do is deliver the message as it's being shown to me. Try to show it to you. There. Move the camera a little bit. Maybe that's a little better. Okay, whatever. It's a little better, I think. Still kind of could use some work, but... All right, anyway. Thank you so much for joining me today, Gemini. I hope this was helpful. This is what I've got for you. There's a lot of conflict surrounding this love relationship. There might be some surprises coming your way. There's some interference and some futility. There's some opposition to what you're trying to do. Somebody's being maybe a little dishonest and underhanded. And it might be time to go on a vacation, to relax, to allow things to play out. And maybe it could be good for your health too, to spend some time in nature, get out of the house, you know, do some things that you really love, take time for self-care, of course. Those are all important things. And, you know, I'm going to keep trying to read for you, whether it works or not, because it's like you're two people. It's like there's so much going on with you. Sometimes it's hard to get, but it's like, okay, you're waiting for something, you're looking at this wedding or this relationship, and there's this surprise coming in for you. Somebody's not feeling very well, and there is success if you take this vacation. Number 33 is important. It keeps coming up. 888 is important as well. There's a gentleman involved. Could be a water sign, could be a Scorpio. It also could be a Capricorn. There's this divine feminine aspect where it's like asking, what kind of a woman do you want to be, or what kind of woman do you want to be with? Somebody that you're celebrating with, or you guys drink together and you get into fights, you get all rowdy and crazy together, and this might not be what's best for you. If you're drinking buddies, you know, and now you have to get married because she's pregnant or you're pregnant, or you have to make a tough choice now because you got pregnant while you're fooling around when you didn't really expect to be, and now you're sick and you have to take time off of work and things are changing, and it could be for the better, but I don't know. You might end up being single, because if you were already in a relationship and then you mess around with somebody else and you know, things are going to fall into place, things might be revealed or things might change. I don't see a secret coming out, but then again, we've got the Tower here and we've got the Ace of Cups, but it's surrounded by a lot of conflict. This love is surrounded by a lot of conflict, and you might just need to take a break, relax, and let things play out. And yeah, free yourself from these restrictive energies that are holding you back from doing what it is that you really want to do with your life. So maybe taking a vacation would be helpful for you, like getting away for a little while. Maybe you could come back to it later feeling much better and more refreshed, and then you'll be able to, like, there's romance here, there's flirtation, there's fulfillment, there's exaltation. So it's like, I see that this could be very successful if you could manage somehow to extricate yourself from the conflict. Yeah, you want to visit the country, a trip to the country, visit your friends or something, visit your family. Freeing yourself from this is going to help you to reach that next level somehow in your relationship. It's like, what is interfering with your love right now? How is this even happening? Okay, well, that's what I've got for you right now, Gemini. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was of service to you. If you'd like a personal reading, I've got some information in the description box below. But in any case, I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye.